Okay, moving forward, with your 7.8 kilowatts onboard PC charger system, you actually, obviously we talk about this in another chapter, that you can charge on the 110, which is level 1, a 240, a level 2, and also the 400 BRCC, which is considered the fast charge. So keep that in mind. Keep it in mind that if you are charging from home in a level 2, you're running roughly about 6.5 hours of charging time. That's from 0 to 100%. On a fast charge, you can get from 0 to 80% in just about 54 minutes. Anything, the remaining 20% can be done, but we suggest that really if you're using a fast charge, to consistently charge your vehicle once again at that 80% plateau. So definitely something to keep in mind there. Now, one of the things that some of my customers ask me, and quite often they only ask me in the wintertime, but is, Olivier, when my charging gun is inside there, for some reason or another, I can't disengage it from the charging station. There's two ways around it. If the gun is actually inserted and your vehicle is charging itself, if you want to actually take off the charger gun, the only way to do so is by unlocking from your handheld. Okay, so once you actually unlock the button twice, push the unlock button twice, you'll actually be able to remove it. Now, one thing that I'm going to show you, if you swing back here on the trunk here, I'm going to show you in case for whatever reason or another, if you are in the winter time and if you have any sort of buildup that's happening in the back of your charging station, for whatever reason or another, if you try to open up your door, your charging flap or door cap, we should say, for whatever reason or another, if it doesn't engage and it's locked, or if it's frozen shut because of extreme cold weathers or rain or whatever the case may be, I'm going to show you how to do so by simply looking inside your trunk here. I'm just going to take out my charger and opening up our hard surface that we have here for our trunk. You're going to actually see just to the left of it, you're going to have a little bar, or a little strap, we should say. Okay, and as you can see, when I'm holding the strap inside there, this will be the actual toggle that we're going to be using to just open your actual trap door by simply pulling on the door. And as you can see, it was closed, and now it is in the open position. This is where you're going to be doing an emergency basis if for whatever reason or another this has been completely seized because of ice buildup or snow buildup. So you always have access to that. The other thing is, for whatever reason or another, for some reason, if you're charging a gun at home at your level 2 charger, if it's a Flow or EV Duty or whatever the case may be, if it is now stuck for whatever reason or another, if you do need to get into that and you need to actually, the engagement button doesn't release it, as you can see in the center of your lever here, you actually have underneath everything, so I took out the compartment, what you'll actually see is this. So once you actually pull this, what it actually does is it engages now your gun, be able to remove the gun itself from your charging 7.8 kilowatts charger. So keep that in mind. So once again, if the trap is closed and you're having a hard time opening it, we're going to be removing the strap that's to the left. Okay, if you are having an issue with removing now your charging gun from the actual charging port itself, you remove all your accessories that you have in your trunk here and personal accessories, and just to the center, you engage it by simply pulling on it. You don't need a reef on it hard or anything, but just a little bit of pounds of pressure, you'll be able to do so. Hopefully that explains a little bit about the charging time, the advantages of the charging time, and in this scenario in a winter that it has seized or whatever reason, at least you're not going to be in a predicament that, what am I going to do? Do I have to call a tow truck driver? Absolutely not. You can still do it manually.